Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. We've seen some uptick in the US markets over the weekend and Nasdaq and Dow both were up about 0.3 to 0.4%. Though there was an escalation of tension between Russia and Ukraine, with Ukraine actually shotting down one of the military vehicles of Russia. So that has caused some kind of uneasiness in the Eurozone, and we've seen that most of the European markets were down anywhere from 0.3 to almost about 1.4%. However, when we look at the Asian markets today morning, Nikkei is flat, about 0.16% up. Hang Seng is down about 0.25%, but the rest of the markets like China, Korea, etc. are up anywhere from 0.2 to 0.25%. And SGX Nifty is suggesting that we are going to open down about 7 to 8 points. In fact, we are close to about 40 points from the all-time high level of Nifty at about 7,860 odd. So though the Nifty is close to its all-time high levels, we've seen that the corrections in the broader market has been much worse, and some of the stocks have corrected anywhere from about 10 to almost about 20%. In terms of flows, the FIs were net buyers in the cash market to the tune of about 625 odd crore, and even in the index futures we've seen the FIs buying to the tune of about 640 odd crore. On that note, let me invite Sadhana to take us through important F&O cues and ideas that we can have from the F&O desk.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. On Thursday, markets started the session on a flattish to positive note. Initial number of trades, we have seen that markets continue to trade in a narrow range of approximately 15 to 20 points. But after announcements of WPI numbers at 5.19 and buying was witnessed in many of the blue chip counters, due to which Nifty hit a fresh intraday high above the mark of 7,800 at approximately 7,812 odd levels. And Nifty finally snapped in session above the mark of 7,800 at 7,803 with a marginal gain of 0.75%. In this period, we have seen that long positions were built up by market players as open interest increased by 2.84% from 1 crore 56 lakhs to 1 crore 60 lakhs. Approximately 4 lakh contracts, which we can say approximately 8,000 contracts were added in Nifty futures, and Nifty futures price increased by approximately 57 rupees. On the other hand, cost of carry also increased by 88% from 2.14 to 4.02%, and Nifty futures premium decreased marginally from 12 points to 6.80 odd levels. On the options front, PCR is increased by 5.32% from 0.94 to 0.99, which is clearly indicating that put option has added good number of shares in Thursday's trade than call option. On Thursday's trade, put option has added around 46 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added around 10 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was down by 4% from 13.76% to 13.22%. In the options activity, we have seen that 7,700, 7,800 has reduced its shares in open interest, and that activity was shifted to 7,900. As we can see, approximately 13% contracts, 13% shares were added in 7,900 call option. And in put option, we have seen that 7,600, 7,700 followed by 7,800 has seen good build-up in Thursday's trade. 7,800 was most active, as we can see approximately 100% shares were doubled in 7,800 put option. There are 4 securities in buying period today. One is HDI, second is IB Real Estate, third is IRB, and fourth is United. And from past 4 days, we have seen that FIs are continuously buying in index futures. On Thursday also, they were net buyers of 605 crores, and they were net sellers of 750 crore in index options. They were net buyers of 325 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 134 crore in stock options. Our 5 days EVM stands at 7706. Our lower range for the market would be 7,700 and higher range would be 7,900. Singapore Nifty is down by 12 points, which is at 7785, and all Asian markets are also trading mixed, so we may see marginal flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let me take you through Sharekhan pre-market action, starting with actionable ideas. First of all, a long call on Tata Power, as the Maharashtra Electricity Regulatory Commission has renewed Tata Power's electricity distribution license for another 25 years, which is a positive for Tata Power. So go along there with a stop loss of 89 and a target of about 94 to about 96. Tilaknagar Industries came out with stellar set of numbers. Their quarterly PAT grew by 82% to about 30.9 crore. Even the top line was about 163.8 crore. So one can go long on Tilaknagar with a stop loss of 44 and a target of about 47. And ITC, a major negative, as the NDA government is looking at increasing the age limit from 18 to 25 years for tobacco consumption. Also, there is going to be a comprehensive ban on smoking in the public places. So if these recommendations are implemented, also they are looking at actually de-recognizing the brand for the cigarettes. So all these things are definitely a big negative, though they are at a recommendation stage. So one can go short on IBC with the stop loss of 364 and a target of about 345 to about 338. Cipla, the operating performance was not up to the mark, particularly the net profit actually dropped by 39.3%. So one can go short on Cipla with a stop loss of 455 and a target of about 440 to about 432. And here is the watch list for people who want to go long or short from a day trading perspective. The stocks with positive bias are TCS, Z, Dabur and Voltas, and stocks with negative bias are Colgate-Palmolive, SBI and Sun TV. In another news, Goa Chief Minister has indicated that the mining industry will resume operations by the end of this year. So this is going to be a big positive for companies like Sesa Sterlite and Adani Mining. Some positive news coming from Australia, as they have got the approval to build a railway line of about 300 kilometers, which is going to connect their mine to the coal terminal. So this is going to be a positive for the Adani enterprise. And for Bajaj Auto, some kind of a relief, as after months of negotiations, finally the management has agreed to increase the wages by about 10,000 rupees per month. And CBI has registered a preliminary inquiry into the alleged 1700 crore land deal between Tata Realty and Unitech in 2007, which basically has been reopened. So this could be a bit of a negative for Unitech in particular. And consortium members of the International Coal Ventures Limited, SAIL, RINL, NMDC will form a special purpose vehicle to buy Rio Tinto's Mozambique coal mines. And Caraco, some negative news, as the company's one of the capsules, Cephalexin, has been recalled from the US market. So a bit of a negative for Sun Pharma. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.